Morning, yes, 4 degrees, 4 degrees, bloody freezing, man. Well, heating's been on for about a week or so now. So today I want to give you a little, we're going to go up the allotment and have a little look and my thoughts on next year. Because this year's been a bit of a, well, for everyone, a roller coaster. Even, like say, Audrey right over there in America. And there's some things I want to do and some things I might change a little bit. This, I'll show you first, is what I'm going to change a little bit. These are, you know, my outside tomatoes down here. Now, I'm getting them. Well, I'm getting the most of them. I'm stressing these out, to be honest. I'm letting them kind of die off a little bit. I mean, it's been bloody raining all the time. But I'm picking them. I'll just show you this one. Like, say, that colour. Because that's going to go red. And there have been. And I've been getting loads of little tomatoes off. You can see there's just hundreds of them. So they're coming. But these are a one called Bliss. And the plant there, you can see they're just starting to kind of come. So what I'm going to have to do is probably leave these out a little bit longer, just to see if hopefully they get that blush colour. Then I can take them in and quickly get them ripened up. I think that one's, no, I don't know. You know what I mean? So I've had a couple, they're just starting to come. So next year, outside tomatoes, definitely, we'll have a look at them ones up there as well. What I want to do is bring them on more before I put them out. You know, they were good. They were about 1.5 foot bigger. It was early in the season, but I don't want to put them out too early. I want to keep them molly-collared in the polytunnel or in the greenhouse, and then late on put them out and see if they'll get this kind of late crop, but not too late, because you know, well, it's October there now, we're into the second week of October. They ain't gonna turn, I don't think. Do you know what I mean? And it's a shame because it's so close to kind of going. Do you know what I mean? We'll see. What I want to do is get all this cardboard while I'm here up to the allotment. And yes, there's not one bike there. No. But get that cardboard up and we'll have a little chat about what I'm going to do. Right then, I bet there's not a soul up here today, man. Nice, you know, crisp. Well, actually, that sky looks a little bit ominous, to be honest. We've had some rain through the night. It's just stupid. There we go. I'll bring it down in stages, to be honest. Let's get this box bit. This is just going to go on the compost heap. So it's dodged. Actually, the grass is kind of stunted there now, so it's not as bad. Oh, look at me chard. Oops, me box dropping a bit. Chard's worked. You can see the new shoots coming. Very nice. Right, let's just bang this in here. Right. What will I do? What I need to do, you know, would be nice. I mean, it all depends whether you spot somebody. Is rake off this top layer of wood chippings and put a whole new load down. Do you know what I mean? That would be great for compost. But it's just whether you spot somebody or not. I'm just going over here. They look like there's tomatoes missing from here. I don't know, but there seems to be none on there. You know, so there's a few red ones there. I'll take them home tonight, to be honest. Or today, should I say. I had a few leeks the other day. They're alright. Nothing to shout home about. But, you know, and actually I could do with picking that beetroot. Getting that harvested. Yep, season's finished, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I'm doing that chop and drop there. And does that look like it's still growing? It's charred. It does, you know what I mean? So I'll have a little look around. You know, I had 2 cracking crops. I'll not blow my own trumpet, but by God, you could hear it down south, me trumpet. Great crops there. That was one of them that has been a revelation to us. I tell you what, let's just get into the Polytunnel for a little bit, and we'll have a little look around. We'll start in the Polytunnel. What am I going to do differently? Oh, get in there. Get this. First up, tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, differently in here. I'm growing more sweet potatoes. Remember I had sweet potatoes? If I can get 2 more pots of them 60-litre pots, I'm going to have sweet potatoes in here. They've just been cracking. Do you know what I mean? I just left them. I watered them at the odd time. Brilliant. Do you know what I mean? I was just like, I don't know, just north sweet potato growers. What I'm struggling with is, well, normally I don't struggle with tomatoes, but you can see, look at them. They're just, even that, look at that one, man. That's the, and this has got nothing to do with temperature, that one, because that's there. You know what I mean? That's still kind of growing. Although, maybe you can see it. So I don't think this, maybe, is this, that's still not, I'm leaving it. You know what I mean? It's still a competition. But I'm just going to do the tomatoes exactly the same as I've done them this year. What I am going to do, and a big shout out to Ian, just said, get some, oh, I forget what it's called, I'm not going to say that in case it's wrong, but I'm going to kind of just blitz it, like disinfect this whole area. So hopefully next year it's a big kind of disinfectant, it's a big kind of start, a fresh start with it, hopefully as clean as I can get it anyways. This came in and it wasn't as bad as what I thought in the end, but it was annoying because I would have still liked it grown now with tomatoes on, you know, but it didn't, you know what I mean? So kind of, you know, you can see that one hasn't been, this is just a wild one. It's still away, still growing. No tomatoes like, but these are them nasty birch as you see. What I'm worried about is, what I'm going to do then, anyway, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. More jalapenos. I did have, I think, 8. I might go for 12 jalapenos, purely because I made some cowboy candy. The family loved it. It's nearly gone. It's finished. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest, you're not going to get that much anyways, you know, to keep it going. But I would like more. So more jalapenos, more Ring of Fire. This is what I'm disappointed with. Actually, it's coming along there now. I'm just leaving. This is the piri piri. Now I know JB said he's not bothering because it's a hassle to pick them. Do you know what I mean? So they're only like little ones. But I want to have one crop of piri piri. Well, just notice, look at the state of this cucumber, and yet it's trying. You know what I mean? It's trying. I'm not growing stupidly hot ones that I mean, these are turning now. They're going ripe. If I just get in there, these are bleeding jigsaw. The name's bloody. Do you know what I mean? Stupidly hot. There's no, for me, our family, there's no point growing stupidly hot ones. I want to grow them where I can utilise them and use them. The Ring of Fire, although it's a little bit hot, I took all the seeds out. The flavour, honestly, was just tremendous. So I'm growing this year in here purely chilies, next year should I say, what I want to use. Not even going for like daft birch locusts just for a one-off. Do you know what I mean? I could have had other chilies in there. So really calming that down. So over here, what I want to do, just get over here. These are where I had that bed's not looking. Do you know what I mean? It's just looking tired, isn't it? Might have to, God, it's really like sunk. But you know what I mean? It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to move, I don't think, but I might have to batten it up a little bit. What I'm going to do, both beds, is potatoes. I'm going to do both beds in potatoes, and what I'm intending to do is one bag of manure split between them. I'm going to manure on with bags the whole garden if I can, but I'm not going to put too much down. So one bag of manure, I think they're about £4, something like that. I'm going to put half of it on there and half of it on there and really spread it out. I'm just going to, while I'm here as well, cover this one in a bit of cardboard, purely because there's lots of little bits of wick and grass and stuff like that, and from there, so just cover this. I mean, I'll lift it off when I put obviously when I put the manure on, but then I'll cover it back again. There you go. So like I say, I'll just spread a little bit of manure on there and then obviously take that off. I could even leave it. I've left, people be saying, oh, you're leaving it actually wet now, but I was leaving it till it's wet because it easier comes off the sticky tape. If you ever put cardboard down, sticky tape comes off when it's soaking wet, much easier. Right, and to be honest, I'm at a loss what to do with carrots. These are the carrots, yeah, they've come. Still nothing special. I mean, they've been neglected. I might just pull a bucket and just see what I get. Let's go for this one down here. Just hitty missy with carrots, and it's more so that it's just like kind of covered in weeds, you know what I mean? Just smothers them all out. But if I can, these look a bit bigger. Right, let's just get into these. Actually, I know they're tiny, I know, but you know what I mean? They'll just boil up. Let's just, hey, I got carrots. Don't let anyone say. I had them very high for the flies, and oh, they're all right there. But could I say I got carrots? Oh dear me. I'll get a nice little boil up, fresh carrots. Oh, there's a bloody load there, man. Very high, huh? So, actually most of them are quite even and straight, although I was obviously going for small sweet ones this year. There you go, just give them a little clean up. I mean, that's one. I mean, I don't think they're as good, and I think I'll still try carrots, but I've got to have a good thing. Any tips, anything? I've had carrots before, but the only way I've kind of been able to do it is like cover it in brand new compost, then, you know, do like the seed drills, and oh, it's just a bit of a hassle, to be honest. But carrots are so nice when they come from the allotment. We'll leave them there. These beds kind of really opened my eyes to look at this one. This is actually falling down there now, because I've never had beans on this frame. Do you mean these are the metal ones with plastic? I mean, they're all right, but they eventually go. I don't think this will last a year, to be honest. That's, you know, I've never had beans. Failure, really, these beans, them beans. But planting them cabbages, this bed's, I don't know, 5 foot by 2.5 foot. I'm only going to put whatever brassica, I'm only putting 3 in there. 3 in each bed. I'm even going less than what I did the last time. Less is more. It's been a bit of a, well, I mean, it might have been just luck. So we'll tell next year how it goes. Mind you, just show you as well, that squelch, this is the squelch that was on there. That's been really good. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of really stopped the weeds, more so than the cheap stuff I was using, but you pay quite a price for it, to be honest. So, a lot of tidying up to do. So, I'm really cutting back on the amount I'm going to sow, because it doesn't get eaten in any ways, you know what I mean? You just kind of, you take it down and then it's like, never gets used. See, I think I did too many in there. I mean, that's a good crop, don't get us wrong. I'll probably take some of them down today. Cavarel Nero, that's a lovely looking plant, isn't it? 2 years on the belt, I've had good carrots from these 2 beds. I think I had March 2 in that bed, and then the year before I had normal ones. Not carrots, man, peas, man. No, didn't get them this year. I don't know what the reasoning was, the rhyme or reason, but didn't get them. I will try peas again, but probably I tried year before last 2 sets like consecutive, and the second batch just didn't work at all. So let's get some more cardboard. It's nice that, funny enough, the cardboard, although it's thick as anything, it breaks down the quickest, but at least it gives a little bit of leeway. You know, you're not kind of panicking with weeds all the time. So yeah, definitely doing peas again, and probably just the normal kind of ones. Definitely doing leeks, and to be honest, I'm not bothered about less is more with leeks. I'm just going to put them as normally and just, you know, use them when I can. Beetroot, I've only had I think the only one crop this year, but they need picking in that bed, kind of cleaning out and then sorted. But definitely beetroot. Nothing fancy. Do you know what I mean? Nothing that's kind of wasted or used or not used. Yes, it's nice to kind of take something down. I'm probably talking about celeriac, you know, if I'm honest. I mean, I don't know if there's too many in there, but we'll see. We'll see how they grow. But I've got one that's got like a medium-sized bulb on, but I think the rest aren't that impressive. Yeah, I could use a couple. So maybe, you know, can I just dig down? I don't know, that's probably about 3 inches. I don't know. So maybe not celeriac. Definitely chard. Chard's a nice one. Maybe not 2 beds, but definitely. Melanie got some. We tried a Cardo, like home delivery shopping. Just you got 25% off your first order. So we thought, oh, we'll try it for certain things. Got a packet of chard, right? You got 4 leaves for £1.70 or something like that. Mother chucker. This is a good example of too many. Do you know what I mean? I think there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There was 9 in there. And like they're coming all at once, and it's just, so that's a better option. I know this sounds weird, but see the kale, you can just pull off leaf after leaf and the plant keeps growing. Where these, you've got to use them, or the blow, or the just, you know, that's another good example. You can just kind of take leaf after leaf instead of the whole plant and having 5 plants knocking. So maybe, well, definitely not 8. Do you know what I mean? Definitely not 8. Outside tomatoes again, they're going, but in the sun out now and everything like that, but I'm going to keep them a little bit longer. I'm sure there's some gone from there. I'm going to have to look back in a video and see if there was more on there, because they're not even fell off. Some's fell off, but I'm going to pick all them blushy ones there now. Anything that's got a slight blush, oh, it's going to take. That was a pathetic. Maybe rethink tomatoes. That's so. I mean, all I've took home ever from this lot is that. A lot of little bird pecks. I think the bird pecks picking on the fruit, but again, they're not ripe. So you've got, you know what I mean. What can you do? And what a waste. Just a mess, to be honest. So I don't know what to do with our tomatoes. That's just pointless, that. Do you know what I mean? That's all that, like retail land, do you know what I mean? Time and effort, and that's what I'm getting out of it. So it's just not worth it. Now, I had quite a number of beans, do you know what I mean? Like 2 lots of beans with 2 different varieties and quite a few plants. Not one bean, but that was down to the weather. So I'm giving beans a go. I'm going to leave that structure. I might have to just titivate that structure, and then we'll go again and put some maybe in the back end there, some dwarf beans as well. I'm just letting them die right off, get the nitrogen in the soil for them. So definitely beans next year. As I, mind you, I'm one of the only ones in the family that kind of is into the beans, but I love them, absolutely love them. But anyway, to be honest, I've had a good year. I can't kind of say I haven't, but sweet potatoes and jalapenos. Look after yourself. Take good care.